A play is a story. There's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end.
Murray using the pick from Jokic.
In the beginning of the Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray pick and roll, Jamal Murray has the ball, Nikola Jokic sets a screen. It's a fine start, but where's it going? I'm interested, you know, I'm intrigued, I'm invested in the characters now, right? I'm into the world, I'm into the bond that they have, I like the relationship, but like, what's the story? Where's it going?
You said that you're the storyteller, but you just...
I'm telling the story in the video. I'm the guy telling the story in the video.
All right, welcome to Coach T's film room, aka Coach T's domicile, aka Coach T's lair, aka Coach T's ponderosa. Coach Brad Trimmer, pretty heavily involved in NBA Twitter. I'm an NBA analyst, coach, scout, former player. Also have some experience as a video coordinator as well. But yeah, just kind of trying to be the next big dude on the feed. You know what I mean? It's really just a masterclass in misdirection and false action. Well, I'm kind of known for my play breakdowns. That's kind of how I first broke into the game, and that's how they first saw me. And they had seen those, and they were like, "Hey, we'd like to do something."
I stay grateful for every plateful. Used to make dues, and now I make.
Hey, what's up, everybody? A lot of questions out there. I'm getting on Twitter about KYRIE's layups and things like that. That's how I first kind of got put on the map. They saw those. They were like, "Hey, this is good stuff." And fake him out on the right side, you might jump off the right leg, whereas usually, traditionally, you would jump off the left. We'll do it full speed, just so you guys can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. I'm in the middle of doing a play breakdown, and I get a call, and I'm like, "Okay, it's a Boston number. I don't know anybody from Boston. Hello, I'm the sports guy. Bill Simmons." That was awesome, man. I love that. That was so cool. And you're funny too. Man, I was surprised because a lot of us around the office was getting passed around like crazy. And we were like, man, this is super informative. And then I watched and I was like, nobody talking about how funny this guy is. This guy's funny. Have you ever seen Fast and the Furious? Well-executed ATOs are the backbone of a well-run basketball team, right? It lets you know that your players are paying attention. I'm telling you guys right now, I am hard as a rock right now watching this. Basketball is everything. Sort of hit me in a rush. There was a time where I was drunk and it was really I had a kind of transcendent moments or whatever, and I was just kind of in my car driving around, and I'm not proud of that, but I was, I used to make a lot of bad decisions in life and stuff, and so I was driving around drunk and stuff and being crazy, and I was doing so many drugs then, it was nuts. I was just smoking so many drugs, and I was shooting a lot of drugs at that point, but I was just sort of driving around and looking at the road, and I saw green light. I was like, huh, green light, that's basketball. Shooters shoot, you know what I mean? You got a great shooter, give him green light. I went home and I got here and I was sort of watching some tape and stuff and no man, everything is basketball. Just in terms of covers for a bed, right? Covers. That's defense. On defense, you gotta cover your man. I started looking around at the rest of the
I'm trying to take people on a journey. I'm not just showing you plays. I'm showing you problems and solutions.
And this is in the lingo, and you're not going to get this anywhere else. This is called a strawberry 50.
We put up one COACHT video. It went like bananas.
Chris Paul is out here. What Chris Paul's doing here, he's dribbling. So you have him dribbling.
I see things that people don't.
Rubio's pointing. And if it's easier for you to see the cursor than it is to see my finger, I'll put my cursor on Trebko there. Didn't mean to click it.
A play is a story. There's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. That's all you need.
Steady ball screen, you want to get a wide base, show body, show body, show body. Not an intuitive piece of machinery, the Apple computer.
I was getting emails up to a year from that day. I was still getting emails from people like, hey, like, thanks for this.
Down screen, Pascal Siakam. He's having a funeral. We're having a funeral for Pascal Siakam. Deceased. His head may as well be over here. Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, and PJ Tucker have cut his head off. He's dead. He's on the ground. He's standing up, but he might as well just be flat on the ground. He's nothing. He's no one now. He's an empty vessel. His soul is floating around in the ether. His family is upset. They're crying. And honestly, we're all going to forget him super quickly.
Even that video was sort of still kind of the same old sort of thing. It was the same old sort of thing done as good as it could possibly be done. It was the peak of that. You know, there wasn't any invention. You know what I mean?
Kind of like this Bloomberg guy. He's kind of interesting.
Basketball. That's basketball.
What is basketball?
Everything, man. God, it like has saved my life so many times. You know, I think it's a very beautiful game. It's so much like jazz to me. I had a Dr. Pepper down here the other day, but then I thought it was still going to be there, but it's not there. I've got a pretty unique mind. Hopefully, you know, one day, you know, can parlay, you know, some of the success that I'm hopeful I will have into a position with a front office.
The epitome of basketball?
Oh, I don't know. Every single person in the world, no matter how big or how small, how black or how white, uses a trash can. Brings us all together. That's what basketball has the ability to do. This is the thing about basketball. You have...
Just, please don't put that in there. God, that really hurt.
That new dude, right?
The king. What's wild about him is like his efficiency whenever he's like the lead handler in the pick and roll is bonkers.
You know, it's so hard to have a thoughtful NBA conversation these days with the talking heads and the hot takes, but on Ask an Expert, we're drilling down to the heart of the game with some of the sharpest minds in the game.
We've done a bunch of pilots over the course of the last couple of years.
How are you feeling about the Spurs this season?
I mean, how I feel about the Spurs every season, which is absolutely golden.
27 pilots, I guess, and they've all been really good.
And Ask an Expert is supposed to provide expertise that you can't get anywhere else. And I do feel like a little bit we're doing kind of like a kind of magnet poetry about the Spurs right now. So let's do this.
But they just haven't been right. That's kind of been what we've been focused on doing right now. Is trying to find something new.
Who's your favorite bench player of the Spurs right now?
You're talking about
Do you know? Do you think you
Manu.
could do something?
Manu.
Name Manu.
Manu. And who are you looking at?
I'm looking for my producer because I was told that this was going to be a really thoughtful, kind of like a low post style
Well,
deep
if
dive.
you're not bringing any thought to this, then you know, go look in a mirror.
You're accusing Nate Silver, who correctly predicted the 2012 presidential election.
Look at this shit! I could have predicted that.
Can you explain your relationship with Chris Arnett?
Chris hired me, man, but just like he's my editor, right? Like he's my immediate superior. But like we're just friends, man. Like we get along really well.
Bill asked me to come by and just kind of like walk you through a couple of the segments, kind of just professionalize the hosting aspect of this so that you could just be pure analysis.
For sure.
Right.
Okay. He's been awesome for me. I think he's really improved my writing. Nova action coming down, standing still. You would typically like to see, and this is a frustrating thing for me in certain NBA offenses, you would like to see Tucker would be much better if I was there. Would be much better if I was there. I feel like we're becoming best friends. I know that's not cool to say. Immediate action starting in the backcourt. You can tell some people dribble up, they don't know what they're gonna do.
You think NBA point guards dribble up and don't know what they're gonna do?
I think sometimes. You know, he sort of is letting me know kind of what the Ringer audience is looking for. We're going.
Like what percentile of NBA point guards do you think is just like, it's always a surprise what's gonna happen? Like more than 50, more than half of the NBA point guards don't.
Did you want me to give my answer? Or did you want to try to give the answer for me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you go for it.
My writing didn't need any improvement or anything like that. It was already really good. 80%.
80% of NBA point guards don't know what's going on.
It's an intuitive game. You have to react to the defense. What's going on here? What's the deal? I don't know. I just feel really comfortable around him and can be vulnerable. 2 screens. 2 is always better than 1. I had a friend named Jared. He had an uncle named Terry. When we would go to restaurants, if they had mints at the end, he would say, if it's free, take 2, boys. They had mints
at the end.
If it's free, take 2.
Would they take toothpicks as well?
Yeah, they'd take toothpicks. Yeah.
You gotta clean your teeth.
Yeah, I know. What on earth? I guess he's like my best friend. I don't know. Fidget spinner's basketball. This is actually pretty sick. I received this is from State Farm. I received this just due to my. I'm essentially an influencer online, and this is actually free. I didn't have to pay a single thing for this, and I got to go to a party that Jason Derulo performed at. Definitely a shockingly cool guy. I wound up peeing next to him, and then was sort of at the sink at the same general time, and like, dude, like he knows his hoops and stuff, and like, I had to like give it up because I was like, I saw this guy like for sure, and I was like, dude, like this guy's a poser, no doubt, you know. But he's like a good guy. He's like really cool sub.
23 schedule.
This is for my super chuck-tastic.
Yeah, that's kind of where I sit and, you know, kind of watch film and stuff. Get my stuff up here. David Lee shot the ball so much his arms fell off, you know. Sorry, I got clutter underneath here. I don't like clutter. I have short fingernails, so it's hard to grab like quarters and I'm fine, by the way. I'm fine. Y'all trying to hold your laughs in. Are y'all afraid to talk or talk? Like, what's the deal? It's real funny. A guy hit his head on his desk. He hit his head on his desk, and it's funny because earlier he hit his head on the thing inside his thing when he was trying to just show y'all part of his life. But that's real funny because he hit his head. Shut up, dude. Don't talk to me. Do y'all understand that I could have killed myself on this? What are you filming with your phone, Brenden? Really funny, man. Hey, world star! What's up to the Ringers YouTube audience? Welcome into Coach T's office, aka Coach T's lair, aka Coach T's domicile, aka Coach T's hacienda. There's a lot of stuff on the internet, right? A lot of stuff that is kind of, you know, derivative of everything else. Just to start things off right off the bat before we get into plays, I just want to let you know, like, I hear you. I've been hearing you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's been a real weird time. But yeah, we got some piping hot vids out of the oven. This guy's been incredible this year. Everybody knows about him. A guy that is going to be an MVP candidate for years to come. Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna show you guys what happened on the board here, okay? Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to... Are y'all gonna be able to see it? because I'm worried about if I'm going to be in the way. I don't know if y'all, I want y'all to be able to see me drawing. This was crucial. I'm so glad we got this light here. Roger Deakins is doing my lighting. I had no idea. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Okay, all right. Just pause it first. I just don't want to. Plumley's here. I can't draw with my left hand. I don't know what we're supposed to do. This is a gigantic building. I don't understand why we have to be. I'm gonna try to get almost behind the board to do it. So I can't really reach over there. This is just makes me feel like an idiot. Really, Brenden. This makes me feel like an idiot. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. This is penetration. Floater is shot, missed. All the while. Defender steps across. Dude, I really am gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Brunson catches it. Plumlee back to look like an idiot once more. Defender comes, lob to Powell, dunk. So this is what we saw. And this is gonna be in real time. Finney Smith, relocation, lift, just as I stated, lob. Exactly what I said happened. This is exactly what I said happened, okay? Not gonna lie to you. Yes, that's been Coach T for today. Please like and subscribe to the Ringers YouTube page. I'm planning on being a lot more active in that. Sure, I'm gonna be a lot more active with the Ringers YouTube page and as a father. Those are kind of my two things that I'm really focusing on during this this year. You know, I'm a different person than I was, and that's. I think that you guys will see that, and you know, I'm hopeful that other people will see that too. I miss you, Cassie, and I do hope that. I just love to. I just want to have somebody to talk to. So if I could just talk to you, that'd be great.
Is that safe?
Well, yeah, no, I think it's gonna be like a really cool shot for y'all too. So I just want to make sure it happens. You're saying you're worried that that's unsafe?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, just because it's by the shifter, or? I mean, okay, I guess we won't have it then. All right. I guess we can't do that. Boring as hell. Well, no, I'll tell you what you got to do. You got to die young. Cash out early, man. But you know, you've shown some flashes, you know, it's your pre-prime, but you've like done some stuff. Being able to say, I told you so to so many people. He was 10 years ahead of his time. And like, you know, I can't believe he's gone. That's not gonna happen to me though. I'm gonna live forever, you know. I'll outlive the sun, man. I'll become God, and I'll make people again, and I'll make Cassie again, and she will be like cool and not a bitch this time. You think I want to watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on a Tuesday night? I've got film that I could be watching. I don't care about 13 Reasons Why. It's gonna be sick when I'm God, and I can just like we'll start off good. From jump, dude. I can make everybody hot, and everybody be just like, everybody looks good, so you don't gotta have ugly people around, and yeah, man, I'm gonna live forever. Hey, have you guys seen De'Aaron Fox in the pick and roll lately? He's putting it together, man. Go!
Hey guys, thanks for hopping on the Zoom. I have some exciting news. Brad's here, Chris is here too. We're feeling like there's a moment here with people going backwards with old basketball IP, you know, because there's no live basketball right now. People are going back in the 90s, the 2000s, you've seen it with The Last Dance. And we want to give this one more run with you. breaking down some of these old games. We think we have a chance to maybe sell this to the Zone as a series because they really need content right now. I don't know if you know what the Zone is. The Zone. It's a streaming service.
You're saying DAZN? It's DAZN is how it's actually pronounced. It's supposed to say.
No, you know what? Actually, I think Bill would probably have a pretty good beat on how it was pronounced.
Unfortunately, for some reason, I couldn't hear what you were saying. I saw that your lips were moving, but I couldn't hear anything.
Awesome.
Are you interested in doing this with Chris? Are you interested in making one more ringer?
It has to be with Chris, is what you're saying?
It has to be with Chris. It has to be.
I mean, yes. So as I understand it, at the end of this call, then, so Chris will be reporting to me at this time, and then.
No.
Well, then what?
Oh.
So, I guess so. I'm confused. I guess I'm confused. So who's reporting to who?
Nobody's reporting to anybody.
There's no reporting.
There's no. It's you're just doing a video.
Okay. So then, like.
No, stop. This is what you did the last time. Stop.
A clear delineation of power in any way.
No, there's no power.
No, you
understand it.
Brad,
Chris,
Brad.
Shut up, Chris.
Brad, let me tell you, I would rather get hit by a fucking car than have to report to you.
Honestly,
he's talking, but I don't know I can't hear what he's saying.
Honestly,
how about I come over to your fucking house with a mask on and stand 6 feet from you and tell you exactly what I just said?
I see this, so I don't know if he's.
You're ultimately reporting to me. It's my company. We're doing 8 videos.
I respect you.
You and Chris are working
that.
together.
No,
nobody's reporting to you. Nobody's reporting to you, Brad.
You know that. But then, as I understand it, then so I'm the director of this.
Not the director. I don't know if you're ever going to have a moment, but if you are, it's going to be right now.
Well, I appreciate that. I agree. Bill, you and we can just talk offline about it just in terms of.
Well, I think it's got to be you and Chris. You have Chris's number. Although, Chris, you changed your number after the Brad thing, right? Chris can give you his new number, and we can just go from there.
It will say no caller ID, but I will call you, Brad.
Okay, yeah, and I do not give permission for my voice to be recorded on any of those calls.
Okay.
I stay grateful for every plateful. Used to make dues, and now I make 2 and give 1 to you. Till your luck break through. Break bread like we did.